It's been 15 years since alcohol restrictions were imposed on 15 Queensland indigenous communities to control violence. But councils say the plan has backfired, instead fueling the illegal grog trade and an explosion in deadly home brew. Now mayors are pleading with the government to abandon the legislation and let them take control of alcohol management. Alison Horn reports from the remote community of Doomadgee.
It's just before 9 p.m. and police are on patrol in Doomadgee.
There's a few silver cast bladder bags of alcohol laying on the street, so that's a pretty good indication that alcohol's come into the community today.
Doomadgee is one of 15 indigenous communities across Queensland where alcohol is either heavily restricted or banned under alcohol management plans.
As soon as they've got it, they just want to drink it, so they're not caught with it, which obviously then their intoxication level just spikes very, very quickly.
Police regularly search and seize.
Yep, I got more bottles of rum here, stashed in the car, in the panels.
Out here, spirits fetch $200 per bottle on the underground market.
It's sort of hurting us at the moment, big time, you know.
Jason Ned is the acting mayor of the Doomadgee Shire, where the policy was imposed in the early 2000s with the intention of tackling high rates of alcoholism and violence. There was early success in many areas across the state, but long term there are fears the approach has backfired.
To me, it's not working, you know. Only the thing is working for them is condemning our people, getting our people into trouble.
The management plans prescribe a specific area where alcohol is restricted, but just outside those zones, it's business as usual. This is the family tree on the outskirts of Doomadgee. Across Queensland, places like this are known as roadside hotels, where people can come and legally drink as much and whatever they like, and then wander just metres home to their dry communities. And in those communities, the bans have also fuelled an illegal industry, sly grogging. On Mornington Island, it's having dangerous consequences.
The home brew that's getting brewed at the moment is such levels of toxicity that it's actually poisoning people and it's causing organ failure.
The illegal alcohol trade is landing people in trouble with the law.
As much as I'd like to think otherwise, it's a big failure.
Staggering numbers of Indigenous people have breached the management plans and as a result been handed a criminal record.
The last estimates we had of the numbers with a charge of at least one breach were around 60%, so that's 6,000 adults.
Thousands of people have been criminalised for doing things that you or I can do in Brisbane, like have a glass of wine, that isn't a criminal offence.
In remote communities, a criminal conviction can exclude a person from employment and fuel an ongoing cycle of poverty. Now councils, mayors, residents and lawyers have joined forces to push the state government to wipe the records clean.
We would think it would be appropriate for the government today to consider expunging those criminal records, given that the High Court did hold that the legislation is discriminatory.
So they're essentially lawful citizens who have been criminalised.
The government won't say if the alcohol management plans work, but acknowledge sly grogging and home brew are concerns. Despite multiple councils appealing for a new approach, nothing has changed.
There seems to be no end in sight.
The government is reviewing the policy and expects it to be complete in early 2019. It's already been under review for 6 years. Alison Horn, ABC News, Doomadgee.